I'm Taylor Foster here for Comcast Sportsnet along with outfielder Zach Nehrir. You've been out the last month for an injury. Last time was your first game back here at Ron Tonkin. First at bat, you get hit in the hand that you injured with a pitch. How's your hand feeling?
My hand's fine. Luckily, it got me a couple inches higher on my fingers, but if it was probably 2.5 inches lower, I would have been done for. I probably wouldn't have played the rest of the game.
I know you were wearing a brace the rest of the time when you were going around the bags. Why was that?
Just for base running, because that's how I hurt my hand when we were in Tri-Cities. So every time I base run now, I got to wear a wrist brace just to protect my hand from any re-injuries or further injuries. So just for protection, so it doesn't happen again.
So you've been back in Arizona the past month. What exactly were you doing with your hand? I know you were rehabbing. What were the procedures there?
The first week I got an MRI done. I saw the hand specialist and he gave me 2 cortisone shots. And then after about a week, I was able to start doing rehab exercises. So just trying to get my hand strength back while the bones were healing. And so probably 2.5, 3 weeks of just hand strengthening. Then I was able to start a hitting program. So I started hitting in the cage. First off the tee, then soft toss, and then live, and then they sent me back here after about a month. So.
I know you had a lot of downtime when you were in Arizona, and you started a certain TV series. How was Game of Thrones for you?
It was very good. That was one among a few TV shows I binge watched over the month I was there, but we were only in the facilities for about like 2.5 hours a day, so I had a lot of time to kill, especially since I couldn't do anything with my hand. So that among some other shows I watched a lot of.
How was missing All-Stars for you, knowing that you weren't going to be able to start?
I was kind of upset that I didn't get to start, but I was still happy and fortunate enough to get to go because originally I wasn't going to get to go because I wanted to check out and figure out what was wrong with my hand exactly. But they decided to let me go and then get x-rays and MRI after the All-Star break. So I still got to go, still got to hang out with everybody during the home run derby and enjoy the game. I mean, it sucked not playing, but it was still fun to be there with everybody and talk amongst each other and just, get to know some of the guys throughout the league.
Was this one of your first major injuries that you sustained while playing baseball?
Yeah, I probably missed one game in 4 years of college. Never really got seriously injured. I think I was just sick, so it was really frustrating, especially I was playing well, so to get injured and have to leave and be gone for a whole month, it was really frustrating, but yeah, my first major injury.
How was that first game out, not getting a hit?
I didn't expect anything. Of course I wanted to get a hit, but that game especially, it's my first game back, and the pitcher for the other team, the starter, he's actually one of my childhood friends I grew up with and played with in high school, and he's probably their best pitcher over in Boise, and he hit 97 that night, I think. So, I wasn't expecting too much, but going against him, there was, a little more animosity and adrenaline going up to the plate, so I really wanted to do well. But, I was seeing it well, and I hit some balls well, but didn't get any hits, unfortunately. But I felt good, and I still feel better than I expected to coming back without any at-bats down in Arizona. So I felt good to play.
Finally getting your first hit, how was that moment for you?
It was good. It came second game back, had a couple hits. The first one was a double over left fielder's head, so that felt great because I didn't expect to drive the ball that well, and I was a little weary in my hand just because I hadn't seen any live pitching. But after I got that first one, I started hitting balls a lot better, and my confidence came back up, so I've been feeling good at the plate.
First game back in Hillsboro, how was it coming in? Fans were so excited to see you.
It was awesome. We have a great fan base here, and I've gotten to know some of the fans, the regulars, and they're all great people. So I was ecstatic to be able to come back here and play and get back in time right before playoffs, get my timing back, and hopefully I can provide a spark at the top of the lineup going into playoffs.
So right behind you in the lineup is #1 overall draft pick Dansby Swanson. I know you guys are kind of vibing in the dugout. How is it playing with him?
He's just another guy. First overall pick, that's awesome. And, a lot of people expect a lot out of him, but, he got hurt also, so he had to get his timing back. But he's a good dude. He's very knowledgeable about the game, and he's a good clubhouse guy. He's fun to talk to, fun to be around, and he's a good player. So it's just exciting getting to play with him.
You were the Hops' best bat before your injury. There's obviously a lot of pressure to come back and perform, but just beyond performing well for the team, what pressure do you put on yourself?
I mean, there's only as much pressure as we do put on ourselves. I mean, of course, I want to perform for the team, for the fans. I want to come back right where I left off. And, I've had a couple good games since I've been back, and I feel good at the plate. But, you can't put too much pressure on yourself, because when you do, then you can't perform. You have to be relaxed. You have to be confident. Even coming back out here, I hadn't seen a lot of pitching in a while. I still expect myself to go out there and get a couple hits. Still expect myself to do something to help the team win every day. So you have to go out there with that confidence, because the moment you start putting too much pressure on yourself, you're not going to perform. So it's hard not to, just because I was doing so well before I got hurt, and I want to be back at that level. And I think I'm right there. I think I'm close, but ultimately you just got to go out there and relax and hope for the best. And if you have a bad at bat, forget it and go on to the next one. So that's what I'm trying to do.
So what pressure is there to perform in the minors? Because your ultimate dream is to see, obviously, a major league field. What's that like, knowing that you may never ever see anything outside of a single A baseball team?
I mean, it sucks. It sucks knowing that there's always a possibility that you won't make it, because, I mean, this is my dream, and as it is for all these other guys out here, to try to make it in the sport we love, be a Major League Baseball player. But, you can't think about that, because then you put too much pressure on yourself. Again, you just got to go out there every day, play your best, take it into the next day, hopefully 1 year at a time, make your way up, and hopefully within 3 or 4 years I'll be up there. But, you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You're never going to get there.
You're playing against a team that you could potentially see in just the next game that you guys play in the playoffs. It's either Eugene or Salem Kaiser. Which team would you rather see in the playoffs?
It's tough for me to say, just because I missed the last month and I wasn't there for as many games against Eugene and Salem Kaiser. I think I was only there for one Salem Kaiser series, maybe two. I think I was only there for one Eugene series. But I don't know. Personally, I think guys more like to face Salem Kaiser just because it's closer. We don't have to drive 2.5 hours to get to Eugene. It's just 45-minute drive, so it's easier on the bus, get off and be ready to go. And also, too, I know there's going to be more fans, and a lot of people have family here. That'll easier commute for them. And I don't know, team-wise, maybe Salem Kaiser just by a little bit, because I think pitching might be a little thinner. But, I mean, everybody out here is pretty good. So whoever we do play, we just got to be ready to go and, do our best.
What are your plans for after this season?
Well, there's an instructional league that goes on from September 18th to October 18th, and some of the guys, mostly new guys, have to go and go do that. And it's just more, training. We play games against each other and against other organizations, instructional league teams, and so most of us will have to do that till mid-October. But then from then on, it's just training till spring training. What
was the moment that you decided that this is where you wanted to take your life?
Like what I want to do? I'd say when I was in junior college, I knew I had a chance to play professionally. When I was in high school, I just wanted to go to college and be able to play, and then eventually get a scholarship. I went to junior college. I think my first year there, I played on a team that was really successful. We went to the state championship in California, and we had 6 guys get drafted that year. And I was playing with them, and I was like, you know what, I can play at this level. All these guys are going to pro ball, like I can get there. So I think my freshman year in college, I realized this is a possible career path. So ever since then, I've been doing everything I can to be a baseball player. So it's been working out so far. Hopefully I can keep it going.